Today our topic is about the types of inheritance. We have got 5 different types of inheritance. First one is single inheritance. In single inheritance, if you see the diagram here, we have got only one base class and one target class. This is called as single inheritance. The example that is given here, you can see here this X is a base class and Y is a target class. We are targeting here, you can see extend is used. We are extending the X here. Okay, so this is a kind of a sample that is given here for a single inheritance. So remember, X is a base class and Y is a target class. Next is multiple inheritance. Here we have got two base classes and one target class. Hierarchical inheritance, we have got one base class with two target classes. If you see the example here, X, in X we are displaying the name, roll number and marks, and class Y, which is extending the X, here we are displaying your percentage, grade and the result. And in Z you can see the different thing that is there here. You have got total and you have got tiffin, like what are the tuition fees and what are the miscellaneous fees. Now these are the types of the fee structure we are displaying, but one thing is about that we are talking about the student detail. So here if you see, X becomes the base class and what are the two target classes, we have got Y and Z. And in both the target classes you can see we are just talking about the student detail. It is nothing that we are talking apart from it. Next is your nested. We have got one base class with two target classes. Now target 1 will be targeting base class and target 2 will be targeting 1. Okay, so here if you see this example here, X, we have got the same similar example that is given. Now here we have X, Y and Z, three classes are there. Now Y is extending X and Z is extending Y. So this is how we form, and this is called as multiple inheritance. Okay, the multiple inheritance will have 3 or more classes where they will extend their feature one after the other. Next is your hybrid will have different kinds of inheritance. Okay, there will be different types of inheritance what they are going to combine together. Okay, so there are more than one types of inheritance system that are used together. It is called as hybrid inheritance. Next one is your method overloading. What is a method overloading? Now method overloading you will have, if you see the example that is given. Okay, if you see the example that is given, we have got a class name as sample1 and we have got another class name as here. If you see the another class name that is given as sample2, which is extending sample1. Now you can see the method names are same. If you see this arrow that is given, the method names are same and we have got the class name which is extending. Okay, so here we have got, if the same method names are written in the classes, okay, in the same classes, you can see this is called as method overriding. Okay, this is called as method overloading. Riding. Okay, method overriding. What is a method overriding? It is a technique where you have got the same method name written in both the classes, in the base classes as well as the target classes. Okay, so this is called as method overriding. What is a method overloading? Method overloading, you will have the two different class name with the same method name or different method names written in the two different classes. Okay, that is called as method overloading. So here you can see the example that is given about the method overriding. Okay, now there is one more example I wanted to show you. Okay, now here is a question that is given in the question 1. You can see the question seems to be very big, but if you understand the question it will be easy. You can understand what is happening there. Now in the question there are two classes that is given. One is, you can see the class name is student and other the class name is marks. Okay, now there are different classes that is given here. Now you have to try to solve it, and by now I hope you understand how to solve this kind of program, since when you have been solving it in the constructor chapter. So you can see the question and you can try to solve it. Okay, so here we have got a first class. If you see code written in the base class is import java.util, that is a package. Class name is student. We are finding it. What are the details we are finding? What are the data members? We have got name, date of birth, roll number, three things we are trying to find it in the first class. Okay, and the input name, date of birth and the roll displayed. This is the end of the base class. Next one is derived classes. Now in derived classes, what we are trying to find, what are the details we are trying to find, that is about the, if you see the question, what is given here, what are the data members, they are, you have to find what are the subject marks, okay, what is the total, what is the grade, okay, so and what is the methods that is used. Okay, so these are the details that we are going to find it out in the derived classes. Now next is your derived class. Can you see here it is written derived class. Now this is a one program. Okay, in within one program only we are writing in the two format that we are writing it here. Now next is what we are writing it. You can see here we are trying to find what is the subject marks individually, and then we are computing it. Okay, we are calculating it, means we are computing it, and then what we are doing, we are displaying it. So all these things are done. Now how to execute this, how you can write how after writing the program based in inheritance, how you can execute. Okay, there is a little different format of executing this inheritance program. Usually you know how to write the program in computer. Now what do? We write the program. Okay, we write the program. There are two different programs that you can see here, they are written. They compile both the classes. Okay, you have to use two different class names. First is to find the student, second is to find the marks, like that. Okay, so here you can see the arrow thing, you are getting it. Now this is, if you read this step that is given, compile both the classes, base class student and derived class marks separately. Okay, means you have to write two different programs, not in one program but two different programs, and you have to compile them both. Then create an object of a derived classes marks. Okay, how to create the object. Now when you click here, you can see there are two object that is created. Okay, so inherit from the student, and then you have to connect it. Right click on the object and select the inherited from the student, followed by the void input. Void input, can you see here, when you select this option, then you will get this. After getting this, you have to just see what you are getting it. Okay, if you see this here, what you have got it. Now there are three input that we have it here. If you see what are the input that we have given in the program, those are the input you will be getting it. Here methods, these are the method that we have used. First is to compute, read the data and show the data. Compute means first you have to calculate whatever values you have given, and then that will be reading it. Okay, and then it will compute it. So here these are the datas we have got it. And then here you when you click on compute, it will compute what are the totals, everything it will compute, and lastly it will show. Okay, it will show. If you see here, it will show. When you click on void show, it will show you the complete output. So this is a steps that is there. It will be easy for you to see these steps and execute this inheritance program. Inheritance is one of the very easiest program. You can easily write it because all the hints will be given how it is given in the constructor programs. So all the hints are given. You don't have to worry what you have to write, how many methods or variables you have to use it. So it is easy, and you can easily write the program based on inheritance. Please go through the example programs given in your textbook. Now inheritance and polymorphism. Polymorphism, this is both the things are written together, your inheritance and polymorphism. What is a polymorphism? If we have to define a polymorphism, polymorphism is a process where it overloads the method. Okay, so since we are already overloading the methods, we are overloading the methods here, so you can just see how we are overloading the methods. And since overloading is done in the one program, we can also consider the example as a polymorphism. Okay, that's all. Now there are notes that is been sent to you. Please copy down those notes as a definition, and the diagrams that is given in your textbook regarding the types of inheritance, please draw them even.